to me.
You sound offended. What did I miss?
I simply said that it was unusual for a Ravenclaw to have such little wit. Nothing.
If he thinks he's getting away with this, he has another thing coming.
Pardon me, is everything all...
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So I asked my friend Ad. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. It was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck.
If only 2 bells are left, isn't it fairly...
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry it. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before.
Perhaps I could help put the bell...
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell. You're certainly of more help than...
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower.
Aloha Mora.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Must be upstairs. Revelio.
Aloha Mora. Wingardium Leviosa. Ah, found them. I'll have to get those up. There's one up, one to go. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Well, that wasn't too hard. Evangeline should be pleased about this, even if Black isn't. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 14.
The bells are back up.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
Revelio. Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository. like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than...
And sir, there's something else.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lod...
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice...
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I... How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him we're to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp, places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable...
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners? I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth. Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be, right?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy...
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah, that's enough from you. Just know that I have... On your way, Miss...
Well, there
diary.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls,
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt!
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply...
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the green...
Ah, yes! Mixed with, bubo tuba pus makes a fine,
Are you feeling all right, sir?
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I... Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not to... We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa...
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head, and they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? I've a good mind to write to the Department of Mag...
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall.
I wonder why.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
It's the headmaster, and he's coming this way.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. O-W...
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that...
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible...
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking...
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his...
Ah, well, yes. He's...
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and...
What? Goodness. I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the one... Good. That'll be all, Weasley. Professor Weasley.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Professor Fig is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course,
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Leviosa.
My aunt says I should get to Hogwarts.
Levioso! Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Lumos. toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Revelio.
Aloha Mora.
Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it.
I suspect there will be more to this.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall...
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Revelio.
That must be the pedestal. Where am I?
Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place. You may call me Lee. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead. Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. Gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them. Nothing this way, no danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Now's my chance. That's the way forward. I think I'm invisible. They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Such power.
Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Descendo! Revelio. Potato. Stupefy. Bombarda. Stupefy. Stupefy. Bombard. Defender. Protect. Bombarda. Stupefy. Stupefy. Bombarda. Bombarda. Depulso. Defender. Depulso. Bombarda. Bombarda. Protego. Stupefy. Depulso. Bombarda. Depulso. Stupefy. Bombarda. Stupefy. Bombarda. Depulso. Defender. Revelio. Stupefy. Bombarda. Stupefy. Stupefy. Defender. Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy. Bombarda. Stupefy. Bombarda. Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy. Bombarda. Stupefy. Bombarda. Bombarda. Potato. Stupefy. Bombarda. Potato. Stupefy. Bombarda. Defender. Stupefy. 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 Bombarda. Defender. Depulso. Bombarda. Depulso. Potato. Stupefy. Bombarda. Potato. Stupefy. Bombarda. Defender. Depulso. Stupefy. Stupefy. Bombarda. Depulso. Potato. Bombarda. Bombarda. Stupefy. Bombarda. Depulso. Bombarda. Revelio.
Stone. This must be for me.
almost unfinished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone.
Dear sweet Neve.
Let us always... We won't be the same without her.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Mia, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.